Leaders, you have a lot on your plate, but a big part of your responsibility is employee retention. It's also making sure that you manage the company resources, financial ones or otherwise, in the best way. What we're going to talk about today, it's going to help you address both. Hi, I'm Heather Patterson, Chief Happiness Officer and creator of Happier at Work. Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Let's talk about getting some stuff done. Here's what I'd like you to do. I want you, leader, to think about your work. Think about all of the things that you're responsible for, your day in, your day out. And think about the work that when you get into it, you are really into it. You lose track of time. And when you make some progress, you get really happy and super stoked about it. That right there, you've got it, right? Okay, that right there, that is flow. And it helps you be more productive, and you can cultivate and create more flow with your employees. A really sad fact is less than 5% of our working time is spent in flow. So in an average 8-hour day, and many of us are working more than 8 hours in a day, that's only 24 minutes. That's like less than an episode of Modern Family. Or whatever episode you love. Game of Thrones, is it? Is that the popular one? I don't know. Only 24 minutes being in absolute bliss and joy during our work? That is too little if you ask me. Studies show that when we increase that 5% of flow state in our work days to just 15%, we will have double the productivity. What does that look like for you? What does it look like for your people? Now that you can see the benefit, I want more productivity, okay, I'll do this flow thing, let's talk about how you can work together with your team to increase flow state at your workplace. I'm gonna give you 3 strategies to adopt. First and foremost, we need to allow our people to play to their strengths. For example, there was a time where I was tasked with a payroll audit. Oh my gosh. It was awful. I hate numbers, and spreadsheets are like my kryptonite. While it was a necessary task and I had to do it for the team, it was not my strength, nor did it bring me joy. So, as you can imagine, I was not assigned to do that sort of project on the regular. Instead, I got to teach and train and interact with customers and really use my skill. What you can do here is make sure that you are really talking and connecting with your team and potential teammates about their strengths and what really energizes them at work. A great activity that you can do is to simply take a sheet of paper, divide it into 2 columns. In one column, you're gonna list energy, and the next column, you're gonna list drain, and you're gonna go through the daily, weekly, monthly work activity of each teammate and have them list, well, what brings you energy about that work and what drains you. Over time, you want them doing more stuff that's in the energy column and less stuff that's in the drain column. Chances are you have people already on your team who would be happy to give away some of their draining items and adopt more items from someone else's draining column that brings them energy. That's the beauty of a diverse team, and you can assign all the different work that needs to get done in a way that plays to everyone's strengths. It does take some time, and it takes some being willing to be wrong and fail, and also you're never gonna get 100% everything that you do you love. Even in my situation, I don't love doing some of my work, but it's a necessary part of getting to do what I love most of the time. The second strategy that you can adopt to increase more flow for your people at work is to make sure that you are challenging them. This might sound counterintuitive that, well, don't people want easy work that they can just breeze through? Yeah, I understand. That would be the logical way of thinking about it, but really and truly, people want something that is challenging where they can use those skills, those strengths, and work towards a meaningful goal. So it needs to be challenging enough that they are not bored. What this will require from you is usually some release of control. You're going to need to let go and allow them to do the things that you think that they can't do for whatever reason, and give them a little more responsibility and authority. The mundane and routine and consistent tasks, well, they're all necessary to keep businesses going and flowing, right? We know that there's just going to be some things that you have to do over and over, day in and day out. Yes, true. So do what you can on occasion to shake it up. Maybe that 5 to 15% increase in flow doesn't happen every single day, but you make it a once a week or monthly occasion just to help people experience that flow more frequently while still getting those mundane and routine tasks taken care of. The third strategy I want to share with you is to do your best as a leader to eliminate distractions. Studies show that it takes anywhere from 5 to 20 minutes for people to focus. Exercising your strength and being challenged requires you to get into the work. And if you are busy dealing with pop-ups and dings and texts and drop-bys, you won't be able to focus. Your people won't be able to focus. Like I suggest with most things, you need to look inward first. How are you contributing to the culture of distractions? Do you have a habit of emailing and expecting a response immediately, or dropping in and interrupting somebody unannounced? And what can you do to minimize or decrease that? Some of my clients have adopted days where they completely wipe out meetings. Other clients, they will allow people to go to a private area, turn off all of the bells and whistles and dings and rings, and hunker down into their problem. The solution will look different in different workplaces, but you need to get creative and take some ownership for eliminating distractions so that your people can experience flow more regularly. You know what else is cool about flow? There's some really neat side effects, including increased self-esteem, confidence, and concentration. When you have more self-esteem and confidence and concentration in your workplace, you're going to have people who are more proud and confident about the work that they're doing, the product or service that they are selling. You might even experience a reduction in errors and improved safety. The bottom line is that flow makes people happier, and being happier at work is good for business. And you want to be a good business leader. I know it. So do what you can to create more flow. That's all I have for you this week. I hope you found this message especially helpful. Please don't forget to share with a family member, friend, or coworker so they can experience more flow and more happiness at work just like you. Thank you so much, and I will see you next time.